This game features the top two offenses and the top two defenses in the Metro League. Both teams are 6-1 in league play. Mark told us yesterday that he was still kind of in shock that he was even here in New York City. He said it hadn't hit him yet. And Pirani Arena is finally a decent venue for entertainment, thanks to $1 million worth of improvements. The arena itself is a whole lot brighter thanks to a new paint job. And the Jumbotron finally works. It'll be on for replays of all the big plays. And the concession stands have totally been revamped. But don't worry about missing any of the action, because the entire game will be shown live in line. I did my best Dukes of Hazzard impression to get into the Circuit City machine. Then came the moment of truth. Time for some serious speed. Their campus is in Indianapolis. In fact, it's right down the road here, and we made the trip just to show you how close it is. Do you ever wonder what it would feel like to fly?
Feels like butterflies in my stomach.
So that's just like, that's the best feeling.
Get that!
Bam, crowd goes wild.
They are Hooper and the Flight Crew. They dazzle the Palace crowd throughout the year at Piston and Shot games. And believe it or not, many of these guys have no formal training.
A couple of us have gymnast background and stuff like that, but other people like Dan, he's been working on front flip and stuff. I mean, you slowly get it.
Well, there's definitely a lot of technique. The faster you run, the higher you're going to be able to jump. You want to use that momentum of your speed to punch into the trampoline.
Sounds easy enough, but it isn't. Believe me.
Make sure you drive.
Okay.
And I mean, you push those legs.
Okay.
Because when you take the hurdle from the ground and you just go straight leg, that kills you too.
That's okay.
And you try to wonder why.
There's a million things to remember, but for the beginner, stick to drive and push.
There we go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Not bad, but I need a lot more height to be able to do the tricks like Hooper and the Flight Crew.
So you hit the trampoline, I want your focus to be on that red square all the way until you jump. Don't even look up. Get that height, and then you'll have more time to do those tricks, okay?
That may be true, but as a wise man once said, it ain't tricking if you got it. From the rafters of the Palace, Ryan Slocum, ABC 12 Sports. Lou Dawkins has led Saginaw High to 2 state championships in the last 3 years, but he was looking forward to this season more than any. The Trojans were once again a favorite to win the title, thanks in part to an incoming freshman with NBA potential. Unfortunately, that potential will never be realized.
He's one of those chosen ones, you know. He was one of those special ones.
He could have started at Saginaw High as the 8th grader last year. That's my point guard.
Some guys, you say, you know what, this is the real deal.
He would have been one of the best to come through here in the last 25, 30 years.
He had a future in basketball, a big future in basketball.
Dorian Dawkins, the son of Saginaw High coach Lou Dawkins, didn't just have a future. Many thought he was the future. Didi was rated among the top 5 players in the nation for the class of 2013. The soon-to-be 9th grader began receiving recruiting letters in 7th grade, and he made his first unofficial college visit to Ohio State last summer at age 14. So it was no surprise that Dorian was dominant at the MSU team shootout on June 12th.
He played 2 beautiful games. We were pegged to play 3 that day. But there was another slot open at 7. You know, and it just goes in my mind, you know, backtracking. What if I wouldn't have volunteered for us to play that?
Dorian complained of being tired during that extra game. Then, while preparing to shoot a free throw, he collapsed. Didi was rushed to Sparrow Hospital in Lansing with his brother Chris by his side. Lou and his wife Tish had gone back to Saginaw for a wedding rehearsal. An assistant coach called with the news around 8:30.
right away, Jude said, "Lou, you need to get here." And Dorian's unconscious, and I just fell in the middle of the street. I just collapsed.
My assistant coach, Coach Jude, he was crying. I'm like, why are you crying? And he like, they think he ain't gonna make it. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, you know, because I'm just sitting here playing with this dude, beating him up, talking junk to him, and like that, he about to be gone.
And, you know, it was back and forth in and out of the room. It seemed like things were getting better than worse, and it was a tough, you know, couple of hours.
And around 12-something, that's when they called it. You know, he was just wasn't as anything to fight anymore. And Dorian was alert and traveling to the hospital. About 10 minutes after he got there, he went unconscious again, and he never woke up.
So you never got a chance to talk to him?
No.
Do you wish that you were there?
Yes, as a father, yes. Because those are some things that I think about all the time. You know, maybe it wasn't meant for me to be there. I probably wouldn't be sitting here today, I don't know. But yeah.
Dorian had a series of heart attacks due to a defect where two arteries were joined together on the left side of his heart. Lou didn't answer phone calls or open a single piece of mail for about a month. He even considered leaving Saginaw High because his dream of coaching his youngest and most talented son was shattered.
I can, imagine him doing things out on that court for Saginaw High. And I can see him, and he's actually doing it. I can see him coming out the locker room, running through the cheerleaders, getting pumped up for a big-time game.
And it's that vision that brought Dawkins back to keep the dream alive and win the state championship that Dorian would have almost guaranteed.
You learn so much about a person when they go through adversity. I think he felt like the gym is his peaceful haven and his way to keep the memories. You know, sometimes it can go either way. You can just say, I'm never doing this again. I want to get away from it. To Lou Dawkins' credit, he did the opposite.
It will be my best coaching job that I've done since I've been here. I'm going to put every second, every sweat into getting my boys where they need to be.
I think it should be a special season for Saginaw High. It should make every player on that team go that much harder to know that they're doing this not only for themselves, they're doing it for Coach Dawkins, and most importantly, they're doing it for Dorian.
It's going to be tough for me to come out that locker room. Oh, yeah. But I know I have to come out and do it. I have to do it.
What keeps you going?
I believe. I believe that, every bad thing that happens, there's good that come out of it.
And some good has come out of Dorian's death. Lou joined forces with the American Heart Association. He and Saginaw High raised thousands of dollars in a benefit football game in Dee Dee's honor in September. And they hope to do the same during a weekend-long basketball tournament in February at Delta College, featuring teams from all over the Great Lakes. The event will also include a performance by comedian D.L. Hughley. The Trojans open this season tomorrow night against Saginaw Heritage. After winning their first two games, Saginaw prepared to take on 0-3 Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard in the Motor City Roundball Classic at Detroit Country Day. High major college coaches from all over the country were coming to the game to see Tommy McCune, but he, along with two other starters, Marquavis Ford and Val McGee, were late to the Trojans' morning shoot-around. Coach Lou Dawkins told the trio they would not play in this game.
I want you to listen to this text that Michigan State sent me earlier. And I'm going to say exactly what they told me to tell you. That's crazy. I'm glad you told me. Coach DJ was coming down. we will just come late and watch Amir Williams play. Tell Tommy that we were coming and he his teammates. Is that what that say? I ain't playing. And I hope they clobber us tonight. I really do. And when we lose, I'm gonna point you out in the paper. Late ass Tommy McCune was the reason why we got beat. I'm gonna put you on Front Street. USA Today, Fox Sports, ABC 12.
Trying to get Tommy ready for college. When they go to college, they're going to kick him out of school. So I'm trying to get him ready.
With 3 starters on the bench, Saginaw falls behind by 6 points at the half.
You see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what? Do y'all understand where I'm coming from now?
Saginaw rallies in the third and takes a 5-point lead late in the fourth, but they falter in the final minute and lose for the first time to an inferior team, 65-62.
It hasn't been right since the beginning. It hasn't. And they just won their state championship. They don't have to win another game this year.
But when they lost, man, I swear I wanted to cry that night.
Until they understand what we need to do. Okay. Classroom, practice, minutes, study hall. They're not going to play. I don't care who they are. From this night on, if you are late coming into our gym, the most powerful high school in the state of Michigan, you will not play in the next game. Now you try me if you want to, and if you do it twice, you cut. And I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I will cut your ass. I'm tired of you. And I love you, but I'm tired. When that door opens, you better go through it. From now on, knockout practice is going to be knockout. I ain't got no starters no more. If you want it, go get it.
As the Michigan State basketball star picked up a club for the first time ever.
What do you think, man? You nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. It just might be a bad sight, but I'm not nervous.
Should we be nervous? Or are you going to hit one of us with?
I should be nervous, watch the cameras, but I'm not nervous. Do I hold my hands like this? Or like this?
Oh! That's all right. That was practice. Yeah!
How'd that feel, man?
It felt pretty good. I don't think it went in the water. I hope not.
Don't you play with me. There's no ball over here. It's right here. You rolling on it. You rolling. You on top of it. There's no ball over here. So you gonna pick it up? Wow! You gonna pick my ball up?
Wow. Can't believe you just cheated like that.
Be quiet when somebody shoots, man.
Oh, I already know that. I've never been out here.
So shut up, man.
Oh!
Did y'all see that guy shoot that shot off that wall? I'll probably shoot off that tree.
I heard that.
All right. That's all right.
One more shot.
Day-Day, I think you need lessons is what I think you need.
I need lessons too, but I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it through this day.